going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, the StudioPlug, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how to create a Travis Scott featuring Drake type beat, and I will be creating all this from scratch so you guys can get an idea of how to create it and eventually create your own beats using these methods. So for starters, the first thing we're gonna do is bring out a piano so we can lay down a nice melody, and for the melody we're gonna get into the D minor scale, so make sure you have the D minor melodic scale out. And from there you can work your way up with some chords. I have some good chords in mind already, so I'm just gonna lay them out. And if you have problems creating your own chords, just keep messing with the scale and eventually you'll come up with something nice. It's not that hard. If you listen to Travis Scott type beats, you'll understand which scales it'll go in or which chords to place or which notes go with which notes. So anyway, let's get started and lay down the notes. Alright, so now that we have that down, to get a nice dark piano type of sound in Omnisphere, what you're going to want to do is mess with the timbre and just lower it down to maybe around half kind of, and right after you have that down, go into the effects, and on the effects you'll find that there's certain different presets you can add or kind of its own installed plugins, and click on the valve radio and it gives you this nice filtered effect. If you guys don't have it, what you guys can do is lower the velocity on your piano. A lot of pianos do kind of work with the velocity. The lower you click it, the more of a darker sound it'll give you. So lower the velocity if you don't have Omnisphere, and add a filter and cut off a lot of the low and mid end. Alright, the next thing I'll say for Drake and Travis Scott type of beat is to add a dark synth. So I'm gonna use my dark synth from the StudioPlug official mixing and mastering kit, but if you guys don't have the kit or have this synth, you guys could also go to Nexus, and there's a dark synth similar to it, and it's called the Prize Bass, I believe. So you guys can go ahead and use that one, but for this one I'm gonna be using my own. Alright, so right when we're in the piano roll, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you're clicking on the root notes, and you can switch them up, moving them around since they're in the same chord. Bring it down an octave, and you got the dark sound. Alright, so now that we have that down, the next thing I'll say is to add a bass plug, and I'm going to Serum, and I kind of already have one that I like from here, and it's called the D bass. So add the D bass, and you're gonna want to take off the B side, and it'll give you a nice clean bass sound. Alright, so now you can go ahead and get the same notes from the dark synth and just add it to the bass plug. And just start messing around with the plugs and figure out where you would like to place them. I'll give you guys an example of how I do it. Alright, so now that we have the basics of the sound selection down, I'm just going to go ahead and add hi-hats and the rest of the drum samples. So now that we have the sounds down, I just went ahead and cloned my main VST, which was Omnisphere twice, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use a pad and a keyboard sound. Alright, so that is pretty much on how to create a Travis Scott featuring Drake type beat. To lay it out, it's all optional. I'll create a video on how to structure your whole layout soon. But anyway, that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe, give me some feedback, and let me know what you guys like to see next. Anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.